Welcome everybody, welcome back to another video. So today, I want to talk about why not go for it. And for that, I'm really talking about whatever that dream is, that thing that's been burning inside of you for however long it is. Why not go for it? Why not? Why not just put it out on the line and just give it your all? You know, none of us are getting out of this alive, to be honest, just jumping right into it, but it's true. You know, you're not going to get out of this alive no matter how conservatively, no matter how many safe choices you make, no matter how many safer paths that you don't, it's a little risky, it's what you want to do, but it's a little bit riskier, so you take the safer path. No matter how many times you take the safer path, you're not going to get out of this life alive. It's guaranteed. This life is going to end sometime or another. You're not going to get out alive. No matter how safe you play it, it's not going to make a difference. You are going to die. So why not just go for it all? Why not bet it all on you? Why not go for it all? Why not go for that big thing that's been burning in your heart? You know, whether it's a career, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. If you want to travel the world, you want to quit that BS job that you hate, that you're just hanging on because, oh, you hate it, but then it's, well, maybe it'll come around. You know, it's okay. It's not great, but, you know, it's just enough to keep me there. No, fuck that. Why not just go for it all? Why not forget about that? Go for it. Live your life. There's BS jobs will always be around. You know, you go for everything, doesn't work out, you can always go back to that BS job if you want to. But you're not gonna have another chance, as far as I know, to live life, especially at the age you're at now. However old you are, doesn't matter, because this is the youngest you're gonna be for the rest of your life. So people who think they're too old to do whatever it is, this is the youngest they'll be. So why not just go for it now? Because what are you going to wait another 5 years and now you're even older and oh, I was old then, but I wish I would have started then. No, just go for it now. Like I had a great conversation with someone, and you know, I kind of have this, I do my main thing I'm passionate about as my main thing, but I have kind of some side hustles and stuff that I do. And this one thing that it just turned out to be not a great opportunity. It seemed like a great opportunity, turned out not to be, but I keep holding on to that idea that maybe, you know, maybe I'll hold on a little bit longer, maybe it'll be okay. And she was telling me just why. It's BS opportunity. You know, you tried it, you thought it was great, it didn't work out. So why not just let go and completely dive into what you do, what you love to do, and that main thing that you love to do? Why not just completely commit to that versus just string along this thing that just isn't working, isn't producing, isn't doing what it said it was gonna do. And it's the same reason that a lot of people don't go for their dreams. It's kind of that fear of the unknown, and it really awoke me up to it, because sometimes I wasn't even aware of it, but you know, getting called out on that sometimes is very important. So I'm glad she did that, because it's true. You know, why not? Why not just go for it? Like, what do you have to lose? You're gonna die. You take the safe path, you're gonna die. You follow your dreams and do the thing you love, no one's gonna care, and you're gonna die. You take safe paths your whole life, you take the easy roads, you don't go for it, you live in life miserably, no one cares, and you're gonna die. The end result is gonna be the same. And I don't mean this in a pessimistic way, but it's true. Why not just go for it? You know, what do you have to lose? And I understand that people have situations where they need to support their families, and that stuff's very real, and I 100% agree with that, but do what you can. You know, if you are in that BS job, set aside some money. Maximize your hours when you're not at your job. You know, find some time. Don't find an excuse, find a way to make it happen. And if you're young, man, you got the whole world ahead of you. Just now is the time to really just commit. You can fail a million times. Even if you're older, you can fail a million times, but especially when you're younger, fail a million times, you'll still have your entire life ahead of you. So I never understood people, and I mean no disrespect to people, if you like getting a good job, security, all that, I think that's amazing. If you enjoy that life, nothing wrong with that. I mean, no disrespect to it, but for me, especially being so young, just committing my life to something that I don't like to do at such a young age, when I have all the time in the world, or seemingly all the time in the world. I'm sure it goes a lot quicker than but when I have time, when I have the ability, the energy, the youth to do and to create something that I love to do that'll set me up for the rest of my life, it just makes no sense not doing that. For me, it just committing to that is just an obvious thing to do. And why not? And why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you go for that thing? What is the real reason? If there's a little voice in your head saying, well, maybe I can't do that. Break it down. Why? Why is that? Who put that in your head? Who told you that you wouldn't be able to do that? Who did you hear that decided not to go for their dreams and convinced you that you can't? Where did that come from? Because it's usually not you. You don't just naturally think you suck and think you can't do something. It's usually something you pick up on along the way. There's exceptions, sure, but it's usually something you pick up where you see someone that, well, they didn't do it, they weren't able to do it, so I can't. They just gave up. That's the only reason why people don't get the things that they want. They give up. Because there's nothing that can't be done on this world to the person who is willing to commit without fail, without giving up, without missing days, without skipping the work. You commit to every day putting in that grind, putting in that work, regardless of the results, not caring how long it takes and just doing it until it's done. There's nothing that you can't do. Everything is possible to those who try. And it's true. You want it to happen, you make it happen, and it will happen. But you gotta be willing to go for it. And why wouldn't you? Why not? You're not gonna get out this life alive. I'm sorry to say. And maybe I'm not. It's not a mean way, but I think that gives it value to some extent of saying I'm not gonna get out, so I can't just waste all these years, so I'm not gonna get them back. You gotta live now. If I was living a million years, maybe waste a couple of thousand, no big deal, but we're here maybe 100 years. And you have a percentage of that where you can spend able-bodied when you finally get old enough, when you're not a baby, and then until you're able-bodied and you're really old and you can't really do anything anymore. You have that window. It seems so long, but it's really not that long. And if you spend most of it wasting away at something you hate because you don't want to jump and do the thing you love, it's gonna go quick. And from what I've seen, it's gonna be very regretful. Just why? Why not? Why can't you do what you want to do? Why can't you make your dreams happen? Why is it that you have that thought that you can't, but someone else can? There's people who are doing it all over the planet right now, and that should be proof enough that you can too, because they were born of the same material that you're born of. They're no better than you. They're people. They're people just like you and me. And if they can do it, then you can 100% do it as well. There's no difference. They just decided that they could and that they would, and they would not be denied about that, and they just did it until it was done. That's the only difference. They didn't have this magic pill they were born with. They just decided to do it, and they did it. That's it. And there's examples of that everywhere. Some people, sure, they were given some stuff, had advantages, but what about all millions of people who worked for it, had terrible conditions, who made something great happen? They did it. They had the same excuses, but they just decided to make it happen. So why can't you? Why can't you do it? You can. And that's the main thing. That just want to get that point across. I've been feeling that a lot lately. Just life it's amazing, and comes with a lot of lessons that I share when I can. So that's gonna be it for this one. Believe in yourself. You can do it. You gotta just go for it. And I want to see you all win. I'm winning, and I want to see you all winning as well. Just decide that you are going to, and it is done. That's half the battle itself, just deciding it. That's most of the battle, just deciding that you are, and then you just put in the work. One day at a time, you see it come into fruition, no matter how long that takes. And then it's done. It's gonna be it for this one. Appreciate you guys all for coming as always. Remember to live for the now. See you guys in the next one.